smooth talk. You're my sickness. I need a speedy cure. Like Eve in the garden, you took me by your words and your beauty. Strawberry season.
Hi guys, this is Vanco. I'm a music producer and a DJ from Johannesburg, South Africa. I met Zano through my friend, a good friend of mine, Cuba. He's also a producer, a good one. So what happened is Cuba used to work with, they still work actually, with Zano together. So he played Zano some of my stuff that I'd released previously. And then so Zano fell in love with whatever you heard. And then the rest is history. We kept on bumping into each other, and then we became good friends. And then we made Miss Jayla.
What's good, kings and queens? I go by the name Zano. My mother gave me the name Uthokozani Wagonzima. And Lili Matosa gave me the name Zano. I was working with Cuba on my soul and R&B EP that I dropped last year, August, called the Emily EP. And for some reason, man, there was always this guy at Cuba's place, and like every time I get there and I hear his instrumentals, he had quite a great sound, and I just loved how he fused different styles in his house music.
A month before we recorded Miss Jayla, I used to bump Pharrell stuff. I'm a big fan of Pharrell and Outkast. I think those are my two G's in the game. Even though they don't do house, but they make great music.
As a writer, I know there's a lot of misconceptions with how we come up with the music. People think you always write from personal experience, or if I'm going to write a song about twerking, then I've experienced that. But as writers, I think we are sort of nutcases in a way, because we get inspired by everything. It can be something that happens in my personal life, it can be something that happens in your life, or just an observation, or social media.
My favorite song from Outkast is Hey Ya. It's an old song. And then the other one from Pharrell, obviously we all love Happy. So it has that jazzy feel. And I've always been wanting to do something creative, like a challenge for me, to make a crossover song which sounds like pop, house, Caribbean, like with a whole lot of different feel, so that it can bring people from different cultures together.
And what inspired me to write a song like Miss Jayla was basically just how, at times when you're in love or when you're infatuated, you feel like you're a slave to the person that you love, or you feel like you are a slave to your crush even.
I ended up calling my friends, like I wanted to incorporate musicians. So what happened is I made a song using a software, like the digital making when you're pressing your keys and stuff. But it didn't really connect me very well. And then I felt the need to call in musicians and proper musicians. So we literally transformed keys from a keyboard into like the strapping with a guitar. So there's one friend of mine, Lundi Mlonyeni. He's a dope guitarist, he's a dope vocalist. So he came through, he laced the chords that you hear in the guitar, and then I played percussions. And after the break, there is like hectic percussions playing. It's Bongani, the sessionist. So I called him also to do a live percussions, and it happened that at that time when we recorded the song, Kafele from the US, who's also a dope vocalist, and he plays the trumpet, he was around the country. So we cool, me and him. So I brought him to the studio. He came through. Initially we were supposed to record some track, and then we ended up playing Miss Jayla so that he can listen. And then he liked it, and he's like, no man, I want to blow something on it. I'm like, okay, fine, let's see, let's give it a try. And then he ended up playing the trumpet, and then it came nice. And on the bass line, initially I'd play the bass line. It was I think a bass guitar, but I didn't like how it sounded. And I called one of the toppers bassists. He also plays with the Muffins. His name is Jeff. And then Zano jumped on. He just killed the whole song. He just smashed it.
Hey, Miss Shayla.
And immediately when I heard that, which is just maybe just another way that my crazy mind works, immediately when I heard the beat and when the guitar came on the instrumental, the word just popped in my head, Miss Jayla.
Cause my sins are heavy on my shoulder. And like a
I was just blown
distant
away.
melody.
For me, it's just personal satisfaction to begin with. It's something that I think I'll be proud of, one day. Miss Jayla is out. Hashtag Miss Jayla on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, everywhere. Miss Jayla is out on iTunes, Google Store, everywhere. It's out everywhere. Go get it.